Namaste, dear listeners. Welcome to our channel Astro In with Abhi, Oneness in Astrology and Spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. Now, thank you to everybody that have joined my live today on TikTok, where I have discussed the whole full moon lunar eclipse in the Virgo energy. Today is the 13th of March 2025. Now, I've done various podcasts. If you look onto my channel, you will see that I've done podcasts on the full moon and what to expect from a full moon, what its energies are, depending on whatever sign it is. And I've got a very beautiful question. Why I say beautiful is because it came at the right time. And obviously, I've never went in detail on the live on TikTok. And this person picked it up and she's like, Abhi, please, can you do a podcast on the full moon lunar eclipse and the qualities of the energy that it gives off? Now, before I go ahead, if you are new on the channel, please make sure you have subscribed to it. It really helps me helps me reach out to many people as I possibly can. It helps me out. Plus, share it to as many people as you possibly can that you think would benefit from such content, especially my insights that I do with Awareness for Abhi. Now, without further ado, let's go straight into it. A full moon lunar eclipse. Before I explain what a full moon lunar eclipse is, I think it's safe for me to do a full moon once again. What is a full moon? But before I explain what a full moon is, let's go and try and understand what is a moon. A moon is not just a satellite up in the sky, it has so much of importance in the solar system. The moon is the governor of our emotions. The moon has a total impact on our emotions. It impacts us, not just us, but all forms of life. I mean, if you look at the sea, the moon can raise or rise so much of its water. What's for the little water that we have in our body? Okay? So you can understand that our emotions are governed by water. Our water is that which governs our emotions. Moon is fully in control of this. Now, when there is a full moon um, is a time or a period or a period when it's asking you to let go of something, and if you don't, it cuts it off for you. So a full moon is purely about culminations. It's purely about endings, releasing. It's a good time to release. It's not a good time to start new projects. It's a good time to let everything go that is not working out for you. Now, depending on which sign the full moon is in, and depending which sign your lagna, what your lagna is, or your rising sign, or your rasi, your moon sign, then that area of your life in conjunction or in relation to your birth chart, your lagna or your rasi chart, that area of your life is impacted. For example, if you are lagna rising, or let's just say if you're rising Aries and you've got a full moon in Taurus, a full moon in Taurus, then we've got an impact in your second house of earned income. um, this is also in relation to your property. So whatever it is in your second house of earned income or property, something that is manifesting and coming to a culmination, coming to an end. Probably you're waiting for some kind of um, approval from the bank for your bond, or maybe you are waiting on some kind of um, you know specialist. You've reached out to a specialist to come and do some repairs in your home, and they've been avoiding you, they've been busy, and all of a sudden, boom, they give you some feedback that they're probably no longer in the business anymore, or they're out, they're not going to be in town for a while. Or you could undergo something in relation to your home where, for example, maybe there's something in your home that you avoided, but you needed to give attention to. For example, your tap, maybe it's giving a bit of a problem, and you avoided giving it attention, and then boom, a full moon, in your second house of income, then yeah, you got a problem. The tap is not closing completely now. It can manifest like that depending on where the Mercury is. If the Mercury is retrograde, definitely this could definitely happen. Now, what is a lunar? full moon eclipse, a lunar full moon eclipse. Now, this year is obviously a promoted full moon. It's a more intense full moon. So, if a full moon is intense as it is, then a lunar full moon eclipse is extremely intense. So, let's just say how this could manifest during a lunar full moon eclipse. Your tap could completely burst out, and the water is now missing the whole house, and your house got flooded, for example. Or you could be waiting on the approval from the bank, and they finally have given you an answer, but boom, you've just realized that you now have you've been declined because you've now in arrears for something that they've picked up on, or maybe your ITC profile has revealed that you are definitely not in position to be getting any kind of bonding or any kind of financial help from any kind of financial institution. So it could work out like that, and it leaves you very devastated because you've had a lot of hope in this. You've as far as you've been handling your debt for a while. Good, you came out of a struggle in the past. You came out of it, but you've been handling it quite better. And then, boom, you never realized that they would actually pick this up and it will come and bite you in the bum all of a sudden. So, a lunar full moon eclipse is very devastating depending on your karma. This is all karmically governed. So, depending how you've been thinking, speaking, and handling your life, it will definitely impact everybody differently, or the energies will be absorbed differently from everybody depending on your spiritual process, depending on how you handle your mind, how you handle your emotions. It's different for everybody, but fundamentally, holistically, the theme is there. It's very, very intense. But for somebody who has full control of his or her mind, somebody who have mastered the art of handling his or her emotions and learning to keep a distance between him and the mind, him or her from the mind, then such a person is not bothered with such kind of eclipses or full moons or what have you. Such a person actually looks forward for a full moon, looking at using that energy to rise and connect with his or her higher power. So, lunar full moon, lunar eclipse are extremely intense. They are very, very intense, and specifically in relationships, major breakups happen, breakups which you can never patch again. Lots of people lose a lot of respect from the significant others during this time here. Lots of secrets come out. People get exposed. A lot of people come out from the closet that they've been doing this and that. A lot of people do get caught from doing, but it's more intense when it comes to relationships, because people are more entangled with the relationships. People are more entangled with other people's energies or other energies. They're more entangled with the ego, because when you have somebody with you, when they tell you they love you and they care for you, you like to hear all that. The ego gets fed. So this is why there's more entanglement, with the human species, because they feed the ego. The other person feeds your ego, and you get used to this, and you can't stay without it. So this is where lunar full moon eclipse can be extremely powerful. So I hope this answers your question. I hope it makes more sense to you as to why it's more difficult to handle your emotions during this time. It's all relevant to the lunar full moon lunar eclipse, and it's very important to be on some kind of spiritual path so that you can handle such transits or orbits from the planets in a more profound way to bring out more profound experiences. Thank you very, very much, dear listeners. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like and share this podcast. Subscribe for more. Thank you very much. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna. Om Namah Shivaya and Haribol. Goodbye.